Aloha! My name is Charles Webster Baer, and today is October 12th, 2019, and I am in Coos Bay, Oregon. On the west side. Original west side represent. Now today, shockingly, I would like to discuss depopulationism. Because I am a depopulationist. Depopulationism is the idea that the only way to save the planet Earth is to create a significant and sustained decline in the human population on Earth starting yesterday and going for the next few centuries until the human population on Earth reaches a sustainable level, which is a number for future generations to determine. But I'm going to go ahead and say it's around 2 or 3 billion people. This will allow for trees to grow back, and then in the future, when humans want to breathe oxygen, there'll be enough trees to create enough oxygen for humans to breathe, and then humans won't all suffocate to death, which would be a drag. If all humans suffocated to death, that would be like a real big bummer. This is the Chinese. They're over in that direction somewhere. Over there. The Chinese, they created depopulationism in the 1980s because they're smart. Smart. Brain, smart, brain. So the Chinese invented the modern environmental movement. Good for the Chinese. They pretty much invented everything. And so now it's time for the whole planet to get down with the one woman, one child policy, which means it's illegal to get pregnant a second time. For everybody, starting right now. That's depopulationism. Okay, so depopulationism is the solution. So how do you implement this solution? Well, you unite the planet. Well, how do you do that? With the world government. Well, how do you do that? Well, guess what, folks? I'll let you in on a little secret. The world government exists right now. It's called the United Nations and the International Monetary Fund. And in the year 2000, in Portland, Oregon, I invented my own little personal world government called Global Internet Government. And I invented Global Internet Government, or GIG, globalinternetgovernment.com, to help assist the UN and the IMF. And GIG is going to create a platform for all people to contribute to and participate in what the UN and the IMF are doing, which is uniting the planet. And gig is going to monitor every financial transaction by every government on the planet. And gig is going to promote depopulationism. And gig is going to help out the UN and the IMF do their job and help them do it faster and better. So what is the UN and the IMF doing? Well, they're uniting the planet. Well, how are they doing that? Well, the United Nations is uniting the planet with freedom and democracy and equality and female reproductive rights. Oh yeah? Yeah. Well, what are female reproductive rights? Well, let's talk about that. Female reproductive rights means that every female on Earth has the right to total and free access to all forms of birth control, including birth control, education, and abortion. Any government that doesn't support this 100% is an illegitimate government. Illegitimate governments will be replaced quickly and peacefully by global internet government. What did you just say? I'll tell you what I just said. Female reproductive rights means that every female on Earth has the right to total and free access to all forms of birth control, including birth control education and abortion. Any government that does not support this 100% is an illegitimate government. Illegitimate governments will be replaced quickly and peacefully by legitimate governments. And global internet government will be the, what's replacing the illegitimate governments with legitimate government. Okay, so the UN, the United Nations, is uniting the world politically with freedom, democracy, equality, and female reproductive rights. The International Monetary Fund, the IMF, is uniting the world financially and economically with transparency and trade agreements and balanced budget amendments and regional currencies. And so gig's going to help the IMF do all that by monitoring every financial transaction by every government and by creating trade agreements between regional nations like South America, for instance. Should be one market with one currency, and gig's going to help South America do that. Eastern Europe, Southeast Asia, these are regions that should be one market, one currency. And so gig's going to help the whole world unite regionally, just like Europe. The IMF helped Europe come together in one market and one currency, and gig's going to help all these regions do that. And that'll be another step forward in uniting the planet, financially and economically, and, so that's the deal. That's the deal, baby. Get on it. Get on it and rock. So, my name's Charles Webster Baer. I work for global internet government. I'm the owner, founder, president, only investor and only employee of global internet government for the last 19 years. But we are hiring. Yeah, right. And I'm in Coos Bay, Oregon, USA, Earth. And today is October 12th, 2019. So, please share this video with your friends and family, and feel free to make your own gig video. Dig it.